I just read somewhere that I want to say 17 Red Robins are going to close in just Wisconsin alone. 17. Hopefully, it won't be this one. We just went here about a month ago, maybe a little less. Would like to come back frequently. Hopefully, it'll be around for a while. Hate to see this one go right at Brookfield Square. And right next to Red Robin, Barnes & Noble, Starbucks. I need a coffee really bad. It is Starbucks tonight. All right, coffee achieved. I still haven't figured out the whole policy. So you have the Starbucks and then this open aisle, and then we're in Barnes & Noble. So I'm just gonna walk around with it. It seems like you shouldn't be able to, especially around books, but I'm taking the coffee. I will do the intro in 1 second, but I came here for a reason. That's why I went with Starbucks, looking for a certain movie. Of course, it's not over by the movies over here. I swear this is where I saw it. I'm gonna get some of the CDs here. We have Michael Jackson. Arnold, it's not here. I swear this is the store I saw the movie. And I don't want to give it away yet because this was supposed to be part of the intro. It's the whole reason I came here. Went and got the coffee. I am not finding it anywhere. Shoot. Check out the Prestige. Maybe somebody actually bought it. It is possible. I mean, you know, physical media is popular. There are collectors out there. But I'm just going to have to go through every one of them. We do have a plan B. But honestly, I really thought this would be it. It would be here. Oh no. Good Morning Vietnam. Okay, this is cool though. There's actually a Spaceballs DVD here along with, I just saw something. I'm gonna forget because I just saw so many, but that was something where I was like, oh my gosh. Oh yeah, The Outsiders. I saw this at the drive-in with my mom and my stepdad. Like a lifetime ago. Nonetheless, the movie that I was gonna talk about, I'll still talk about, did have this gentleman in it. It's a remake. I was just informed from an associate that there's 50% off for the entire month of March on Paramount movies at Barnes & Noble. So just throwing it out there while we're here, getting the Suncoast motion picture vibes, huh? Love this place. It's the only Barnes & Noble I've come to that actually has like this layout. I've been to others and nothing else resembles this. Right here, the 50% off of Paramount. So it's over in this area for the most part. If you're interested in getting any deals this month, and they'll have a whole section at Barnes & Noble. If the movie's not over here, I guess I'm SOL and I'll have to go somewhere else. We're gonna have to search the next store because I need something at Barnes & Noble. I swear this is where the movie was, and there's a couple of things I wanted to talk about because there's a remake coming and also some trivia that you might not know, and I don't want to give the movie out. It's probably going to be in the title, but nonetheless, welcome to today's video as a recording of this Wednesday, March 12th, the official day for free agency in the NFL. Hopefully your team is active. My team so far has not. It's been a little active, but it's a slow process. We're going to talk some great deals going on at Best Buy. Good time to pick up some games. Also, there's a sale happening at Target, but even something better in the next week and a half that will kind of shed some light on. But yeah, we're gonna have to go to the Exchange next because I gotta find this movie. And just going back past Red Robin, a lot of people were just walking in there now. It's an early start for dinner, but you sure hate to see that restaurant no more, especially, you know, other locations, but I'm just kind of focusing on this location because it's the closest to me. This is what this mall has turned into, a bunch of restaurants. You know, the shopping is pretty much MIA, but yeah, hopefully the restaurants in the area are going to be here for a while. I'm surprised at all the movies I just saw at Barnes & Noble. They do have that 50% off of Paramount, so if you're looking for anything before somebody else picks up the movie you were looking for, head over to Barnes. And a choppy intro, I know, I apologize, but usually these things kind of work out. You know, right when you're kind of in the roll, boom, it's right there. It's like right in front of you. Like this gravel. The apartments that are gonna be at the mall, where Boston Store used to be, gonna get built right over here. I didn't really wanna do anything else in the mall otherwise. I was thinking about just kind of, if I would have found the movie here, might have walked up and down the aisles a little bit, but nah, we're gonna hit another place. Fuddruckers used to be right there. Hopefully that's not the sign for Red Robin. Okay, Mega Media Exchange, do not fail us. We need you. I officially struck out. We couldn't find Running Man at the Exchange either. I swear it was either here or Barnes & Noble. I want to say it was Barnes & Noble because I was so stunned that it was there. So we're going to have to do this off of the phone. Originally, it came out in 1987 with Arnold Schwarzenegger, who played Ben Richards. Now, there's a couple of things that I'm going to get to the new movie, but a couple of things that I was not aware of. First of all, the story was written by Stephen King. I had absolutely no idea. I think it was a 1982 novel he wrote. And you may not have heard this one. Christopher Reeve was almost considered to play the role of Ben Richards. Do you imagine? You know, he's Superman and then he's the Running Man. I could kind of see it. I mean, it's hard to imagine things because, you know, we're so used to I've seen the Running Man so many times. Actually, that's probably why I like Smash TV so much, because it kind of resembles that. In a weird way, it reminds me of the Running Man, just classic Schwarzenegger in his prime. But it could have been Christopher Reeve. Now, I came across this article yesterday. Get your first look at Edgar Wright's Dangerous Road movie in the new Running Man image. Looking at Glenn Powell in that classic. I mean, this is exactly what Arnold wore, 1987's Running Man. And yes, it's a remake. It's we'll call it a rehash if you want, but it is exciting, kind of to see how, you know, newer actors, younger actors nowadays, playing in action roles compared to, you know, the big brawn muscle men in the 80s, you know, and all the special effects in the 90s. So this is set to be released. Looks like November 7th, 2025. What do you think of a new Running Man? Might have been the first time I actually would have picked up Running Man if I would have saw him at Barnes & Noble or here at the Exchange. 1987, we get this movie. We're getting it again, 2025. Just wanted to talk about it because it was just such a huge part of all our childhoods. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone were just in everything, weren't they? I mean, they were the action stars, and, you know, seeing something that Schwarzenegger was in and they're remaking it now, like, I'm interested to see how it lines up with the original. It's crazy though, some of the movies that I came across here and I came across at Barnes & Noble, like I was surprised. Look at this, what's this, Superman 3? Okay, so yeah, it's a little different art, because when I just grabbed Superman 2, I think this is the version. I don't know if I have it anymore. Like, I had a bunch of DVDs, and then when my Xbox 360, like when I sold that, that was the last DVD player I had. So any DVDs that I still have, I can't watch them. It's just kind of more for like, just kind of, you know, collecting for that aspect. But yeah, it's cool to see, you know, an actual different look. Superman 3. I like Superman 3. I know it's probably one of the least favorites among people, but pretty much Christopher Reeve in his prime. I mean, he really filled the role, filled out the suit in Superman 3. Superman 4, yeah, nothing even close. You know, no, was this the one where he destroyed the Fortress of Solitude? He did that in Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut, which, why would he have destroyed the fortress? And he used his heat vision. Like, how would his heat vision? Nonetheless, it doesn't make sense why he destroyed it and why his heat vision would destroy it, because it should be like equal powers. I don't know. I'm talking too much. They got Time Bandits here. When they have an Intellivision flashback. Look at this. 61 games built in. My uncle had this. I remember that. I'll never forget those controls. I was wondering why I came across so many Running Man ads on Instagram because of the movie. Like, I thought, you know, it'd be pretty cool to have like a zip-up Running Man hoodie, until I saw the price. Look at this. Holy smokes, $144.99. That is super expensive, but Yeah, it makes sense now because of the new movie coming out. Yeah, they're already kind of prepping for the merch. You can see right here, Richards. Pretty cool. 80s tees. It's cool stuff, but very pricey. And right in front of Best Buy, they do have the Mario and Friends Nintendo Switch, the official home. Of course, I kind of read that wrong. In coalition of Mario Day, which was a couple of days ago. They are running some sales on Nintendo Switch. That's why we're here, and talk about a new retro gaming store in town. Well, kind of in town. So it depends where you're at. Shack, it's so much different, you know, just stopping by and saying hi. Now that I finally have Shack Jam, like there's just, again, I don't really have words to describe it. It's what a feeling. 2024 GameStop starts GameStop Retro, designating areas in each store on old consoles that we would have had in our childhood. Now EB Games is getting in on it, selling and accepting trades on retro consoles and games. We've known that this has been coming for a good while, but EB Games has today announced that it is accepting trades on retro consoles, games, and accessories, and we believe that they will be selling them in the very near future. I wish Best Buy would bring back something retro like that, have like movies. I know CDs is kind of a stretch, but to bring back DVDs, you know, have an area. It will attract so many people. I like what EB Games is doing. I like what GameStop is doing. It's a slow process. I also like these new Switch bundles. Like the one I got, the Mario Kart, had the white OLED. Now they have the blue and red OLED for the $349. Comes with Super Mario Brothers Wonder, and I'm calling it now. We're gonna see this later on in the year, or maybe when the Switch 2 comes out, drop to that $274 price point. So if you're on the fence and you want to get, you know, the OLED Switch, hold on until this comes down. $349. I mean, they can do better than that. Like they're doing with Mario Kart, $39.99 at Best Buy. Now these prices were the same at GameStop, at Target, I'm sure Walmart. But Best Buy, I mean, this is probably, you know, if you're looking to get anything, if you have a Best Buy card and you don't have Mario Kart, 40 bucks, this is a steal. It was $60 last week. I mean, take 20 bucks off of a lot of these Nintendo games because of Mario Day. It's a steal. Have it all broken down by the best sellers, and then you'll see the take $20 off. So the $39.99 on some of the Super Mario games. I wish, you know, they would have just did a sale across everything, like get Donkey Kong Country for $39.99. I mean, how cool would that be? I mean, they would sell out everything. I never thought we would see lawnmowers. I mean, we're talking about DVDs, but lawnmowers at Best Buy. I am in the market for one. I'm afraid to go battery just because of all the leaves, you know, when you hit fall. And I want to be able to do this all on like one. I mean, I don't want to start to mow the lawn and then have the battery die and then have to come back out later. I just want to get it done with. But if I can find one at a reasonable price that is battery, I would definitely get it, just so I don't have to worry about tune-ups or any of that stuff. But I do like how it folds up. But yeah, I mean, it's just, I usually see this, and I'm kind of taking note that, you know, they have weed whackers, they have chainsaws. They have a lawnmower here. Oh, wait for it. Best part's coming. Circle Week will be here in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. Now there are some sales happening at Target through the 15th, but if you don't like any of those, hopefully those 7 days will be a reason to shop. Opened up my Circle app today and I saw the 5 Circle bonuses, and as soon as I went here, Circle Week coming March 23rd. So those 7 days, kind of finishing up the month of March, should be big. Kind of a sneak peek at deals you can't miss. A lot of 25% off right now, and all of those going through the 15th. There were some sales on toys that ended the 15th along with the 22nd, but the 23rd should be huge. And you know, I'm always skeptical about Circle Week. This shirt's kind of growing on me. Where'd it go? Right here. The N64. It's kind of growing on me now. I just wish it would be gray or something. The white shirt. I suppose July probably be a good one to wear. I'm always skeptical to see what the real incentives are for Circle Week. You know, if it's something that you have to spend a zillion dollars to get, you know, 45. I hope there's just like sales across the board on everything. Yeah, they're kind of doubling down because pretty much everything, not really focusing on H&R Block, but you're going to come across all these scattered throughout the store, and it all, for the most part, goes until the 15th, and they take a week off, and then boom, there's Circle Week. So Target really pushing their the end of the quarter, because in April will be a start of a new quarter. So that's probably why we're seeing a push. I wish there was a sale on these, but they do have a sale on the Switch games, and this is ending on the 15th. Now at Nintendo Direct, their sale ends the 16th, so stores 15th. I'm sure Best Buy is probably going, you know, head to head here with Target, both ending on the 15th. But yeah, save $20 at Best Buy, at GameStop, and at Target. GameStop ends the 15th too. And a non-Mario game, we do have the Sonic Frontiers at $24.99. And the same goes for the digital, if you just want to take one of these up to the cash register. You don't want to take the physical media. This is what you're going to see at the Nintendo store as well. But yeah, sales across the board on Mario games, a Sonic, and a couple odd ones like, well, not odd, but just kind of numerous categories other than Mario, like Super Monkey Ball, $19.99, and yeah, for the most part, it's just Mario. Well, someone just started the Class of 81. Sounds like Ms. Pac-Man Mario. I like the new bundles over here. It reminds me of kind of finishing off 2024, how we all jumped on the Mario Kart bundle, which is a great price right now. But yeah, like I just stated at Best Buy, hold off on picking this up until that comes down, because it will. Oh my gosh, they have Superman here. I kind of forgot about him. It was another Target location where I came across him. There's a Batgirl, but yeah, Batman. I have not seen Batman or the Joker. I don't remember if Wonder Woman was there too. I bet you those were the popular ones. I love his shirt he's wearing. Yeah, this is me, early 80s. It was always Superman. Can I get him on here? There we go. It's a different feel coming over here now, because I've seen so many of the Secret Wars, and now that I have them, it's not as exciting to come across them at Target. But there is a new McFarlane statue that Garage Gamer and Evan sent me, and the Punisher is coming, and I'm really looking forward to getting the Punisher. He's got a headband on. It kind of reminds me, I was trying to think of this comic. It might have been called New Warriors. I just remember there was an image of the Punisher. What is this? Nightmaster. Never heard of Nightmaster before. Kind of the night vibe. Yeah, I have never heard of him before. Like Knights of the Round, but I was kind of referencing there. Yeah, interesting. Then they have the Dark Flash. We've seen him. It's cool that new McFarlanes are showing up. I can't wait for the Punisher. I will be getting him. I'm not sure if he's the bigger or the smaller, but I will definitely be picking up Frank Castle. Bought this 12x12 frame on Amazon in December. Never opened it up. Opened it over the weekend. I had a perfect picture to put in there. It's all cracked up. Ordered another one. Like, I couldn't even return it. I just prefer to like pick them up in stores, but because I went with a 12x18, it's a very odd shape to get. Plus the color. Like, I don't want the black. I need a certain color for it to match that room, and I have had one heck of a time trying to find this. Even Hobby Lobby didn't have it. Michaels didn't have it. So I ordered the same one again on Amazon. I didn't want to, but my buddy at work said, order it and return the broken one. I mean, it's only fair, isn't it? I bought it. It came busted. I just didn't open it up soon enough to return it. So yeah, I'm just gonna turn around and ship the busted one back. Is that wrong to do? I mean, I paid for it. It came broken. I just, I wasn't in like a big hurry to hang it up. And I mean, the whole thing is shattered, like the plexiglass on the front, plus there's a huge chip on the frame itself. Like, if they're gonna send you something like this, like, it didn't happen in transit, like it was busted. Like, there's no way, because it was, you know, everything was closed, unless it was a return and they decided to send it back out. So yeah, I'm just, what would you do? I'm not stealing it. I've already paid for it. It just came broken. Okay, I feel like I'm like 90 years old, but I'm thinking about getting instant coffee. Now hold on a second. It's for work. K-cups are just, they're super expensive, and you know, I drink a ton of coffee, so if I was to get K-cups for work, I mean, we're talking, you know, for $15 for a box, it could go between $45, dare I say $60 a month. That just seems crazy. Now, I could get the grounds, but then I would need a coffee maker, and just, what if I tried the instant coffee? And the guy at work said, get a good brand. This is so bad. I'm embarrassed to even talk about this, but I'm thinking about just getting the Starbucks. Now, this is up to 35 cups, instant coffee. I could get something like Folgers. It's probably gonna taste terrible. And they have the Nescafe Cafe, and then Cafe Mostello. I don't trust any of those. Like, this doesn't seem very much, but 35 cups, you know, $8.49. It's basically like 25 cents a cup. Like, I'm gonna try it. This might be a mistake, but it's gonna be at least half of what I was spending on K-cups at work. I'm getting cheap, but it's expensive for K-cups. You know, it's kind of a luxury. It's something that it's convenient. Like, I can't just justify the fact of every cup of coffee at work has to be a K-cup. Like, that's, I mean, a K-cup should be like, I don't know, 2 or 3 for the weekend, not 3 for a day. Might even be like 4 sometimes. On second thought, I think I'll just wait on that. Line is pretty long. Maybe that was just Target's way of saying, don't get instant coffee, Phil, you're gonna regret it. Could just be a good sign. I'm not gonna wait in a line. There's like 20 people in there, holy cow. One register. The problem with this Target is the self-checkout. There's always like at least one of them down, which I understand they're short-staffed, but have all the self-checkouts. Like, if you're gonna do that, plus there was about 10 people when I walked in at Starbucks, and they were still there when I walked out. So you know what, I just won't buy anything. I want to thank everybody for watching. See you guys tomorrow. For the record, I like the Target that we went to the last video over by Mr. Fox. Look at my shadow over here. I'm kind of pointing my arm. Like, I do kind of talk with my hands. I always gave people grief, you know, when I watch them on TV, like, look at this person, they're totally talking with their hands. But I do the same thing. I'm doing it right now. Like, I'm moving my left hand when I'm talking. I just keep, like, people are probably looking at me going, what the heck is he doing? I am deciding not to shop at Target today because the line was like Six Flags, which I just renewed my season pass for Six Flags Great America. Looking forward to going back very soon. See you guys tomorrow. Okay, so this was the comic I was talking about, the New Warriors. Now, I have this comic. Look at, you can see Captain America 50 years, the headband. You can see the skull logo. Now look at the statue with the eyes, how kind of cut it is on the side of the skull. Exactly the same. So definitely New Warriors vibe. Also, there's a new Spider-Man with Dr. Oct. So pretty cool. This is going to be an absolute must. Picking up that Punisher. I love this this comic book cover. Actually, it's worth $5.39. So yeah, I paid $1 for this, probably like $19.91. So it's at least it's gone up in value.